in Visual Studio, you can always Visual Studio, not Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio. You can go to and create a new project and choose an AI chat web app, or even let me just say AI or chat. So this is a project template for creating an AI chat applications, and which uses retrieval augmented generation to chat with your own data. So it's not getting out of context. Of course, it's building on top of the other models, but it's chatting with your data. Let's just take a look at this scaffold, because there's some settings that you need to do for your token from the GitHub side, which the procedure is there before you are able to fill your secrets.json file, which is displayed here. But to just make it easy, you can see the functions. Let me just go back here. Just a moment.
Hii ni Tech na Msangi ya jishinde.com.
You are an assistant who answers questions about information you retrieve. Do not answer questions about anything else. So the system prompt is very clear. Use only simple markdown to format your responses. Use the load documents tool to prepare for searches before answering any questions. So if it is instructed to use the load documents, which is basically a method in this particular chat. Let me just find it. Do you have load documents or load document assists? So it will be using these load documents to it will only use the load documents to search for information. And load documents there are some two documents that are in this folder. I don't know if I have them here, but when we run them, we'll see the two documents. And then use the search tools for relevant information and everything. So always include the citation, use quotes and everything. So yeah, so it's basically saying and giving the information about what should be used when we are searching or when we are querying this particular application. So let's run this to just get an understanding of what models are doing and why we needed context. So this is a very specific direct chat application that ideally, if you are building a chat application for an organization, this is the procedure that you can use to specify and tell them. You give a system prompt that, of course, this is the system prompt to the model, that it should only give information based on only the search via a certain function, and then it will return the answer. So if I click on this emergency survival kit, it's a document that has opened, and I can click on another one here. Maybe let me look at trail meter GPS watch. Let me see. Trail master GPS watch. Let me say, how do I charge a trail master GPS watch? So ideally, it should be able to retrieve the document because there's charging information, which is part of the context, and read through the two PDFs and get us specific context. So when we speak about the model context protocol, don't get lost in this big word like, oh, model context protocol. So what is this? We are just adding context. Simple. If we are giving it more information, we are giving a model more information, and it's just a standard to make sure that now this information is automated and done in a better way. To charge your trail master GPS, follow these steps, and of course now, so this is an example of context given to this particular chat application. So before the MCP, the context was given in different ways. Everyone had their own standard, like this one, and ideally, You must not use an MCP depending on the size of your application, because this is an example of a chat application. If it's too small documents, then you're able to give context in a different way. But of course, now the MCP comes to standardize the way you give the context. Now, let me ask. Thank you. And what is the time now? So let me see if I'm able to get the time, but I'm unable to provide the current time. Please check your device for the time. Oh my goodness, this is just something that I'm not able to retrieve. But again, if I give this model context about time, then it's able to retrieve and tell me now the time now is 4 p.m. or the time now is 10 p.m. or something. So that's it for this simple AI chat web. And reach out if you need to set it up or you have challenges to get the setup. But I can create a specific video on just some small steps that you need to follow before you're able to set it up. I'll give it a few context in the next video. Just add the context to this chat application, and then we see now the difference. If now I add context before MCP, before you even go to now how MCP uses, how is it's standardized, how did we add context on before MCP? I'll see you in day 24.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one.